Everybody. Welcome to tea session number 5. Um, it's been fun doing this video every weekend, sitting with you guys for about 20, maybe 30 minutes every week with these wonderful questions that I keep getting. So, of course, I need to promote the book because I haven't been doing that. So, the book is once again Wisdom by 30, available on Amazon.com. The paperback is $13.99. The ebook is $9.99. But if you buy the paperback, then you can e-gift the ebook for $2.99. So, thank you guys for supporting, for loving me, for taking on this vision and this walk with me, because it has been fun being an author. And to hear your responses, oh my. So, of course, we have 3 questions like we always do every week. I think Tina Marie is a little bit too loud. My bad. So, let's get into the first question. And the first question is, how are you able to be so transparent? Whew. So let me tell you about me. I am a completely private person. I do not like to tell my business. I feel like it is none of your business to know my business, so I keep it to myself. I have close friends, and even with them, I don't tell them everything. It's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't trust them. It's just that I'm just closed off like that. And then, of course, in my household and in my grandmother's household, the number one rule was whatever goes on in my house stays in my house. And a lot of times when you keep things to yourself, it cuts down on a lot of drama, it's a lot of gossip, a lot of heartbreak, because you can trust somebody with one thing and you end up being a conversation piece. So in order for my life to stay less chaotic, among the other things that I have going on, I stay a private person. But with the book, I struggled. And the reason why I struggled is because, for one, I am a private person. And then for two, it's like, it's the type of exposure, kind of putting myself out there and the people I dated out there. It's kind of uncomfortable and it was uneasy. But of course, through much prayer and fasting, because this book has been on me for, I say 7 years. That's a long time, right? And I finally submitted and was like, okay, God, I'm going to write this book since you won't leave me alone. I mean, that's the relationship I have with God. I wouldn't suggest that you talk to him like that, but that's how we converse. But I was able to pray about it and I was able to get through it because I was like, somebody out there needs this book. And then for some reason, I have been like the relationship magnet. It was like people felt comfortable. Like, I'm the golden child. I'm the person that knows things about people that I should not know. And people open up to me like crazy and I'll be like, I wasn't ready, but okay. But they talked to me about relationships and I was able to get them through while I was going through. So it was just, and then also the other thing too was that people was discrediting my journey, because some people, of course, people are going to meet you at different parts of your life, right? And so some people met me right when I got with my husband. I was engaged. I had my daughter, and then we got married. And so people were like, well, Shay has this, Shay has that, and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, you don't know the half of what I've been through. So the book was cathartic for me because I was able to get some stuff out and to also explain to them, like, this journey was not easy. Like, I didn't get my happy ending just because I had a happy beginning. It was because I went through some stuff and then I learned from it. And then I'm prepared to be a wife. And this is where I am. So I had to explain that. So especially the people who were there from chapter 8 to chapter 9, they saw what I went through in chapter 8. And then they saw what I went through and then how I got to chapter 9. But it was like, y'all, it was still some other stuff I went through. It's just some stuff that I went through. But that's how I was able to be transparent. It was hard. I was fighting tooth and nail not to write this book and not to get this out, but um somebody needed it. And I was like, whoever this girl is or whoever this young man is, whoever reads this book, I wrote it for them. If they get their entire life reading this book, then I've done what I was supposed to do. My mission is accomplished. So it just became easy to share my story. So that's the other thing too. If you see somebody that's actually in a good place, a high place, don't discredit what they've been through, because while it looks good and you feel like you want to be where they at, I'm sure you don't want to go through what they've been through. So, and some of it, and most of our journey, sometimes it's self-infliction, but some of the stuff is just ordained for us to go through. So, and it makes us a better us. So, that's how I was able to be transparent throughout this book. And like I said, it was cathartic. So I was able to let go of some feelings that I thought I didn't have, but I was able to get everything out on the table and be completely free. So, but number 2, have you received any negative feedback? If so, how did you deal with it? So far from readers, no negative feedback. So far from my videos, no negative feedback. I haven't received a negative text message or a negative email or anything like that. Of course, the only incident I had was with that one particular person, my ex that one of my exes that I let read their chapter. They were cool at first, but then after a while, they were like, after the book was out, like, oh, I don't like it. And simply how I dealt with that was, I gave you your opportunity. You read it. You were not combative about it. You were actually pretty excited about it. I don't know if you had a change of heart or whatever, but the book is out. So if, you were there for that part of my life, then you know that person. But if not, then it is what it is. But that's how I dealt with that. But so far so good. It's been positive energy. It's been nothing but support. It's been nothing but good conversation too, around what I wrote in the book and my journey. So I haven't had any negative feedback. I am praying that I don't, but well, you know what? Let me go back. Okay, so it was one instance before I released the book. What I did was I had a couple of review parties. So at the review party, what I would do is select a couple of people, and they weren't close friends or anybody like that. They were people that they know me, but they don't know me. So those were the people and the opinions that I wanted. I wanted unbiased opinions. Of course, my good friends gonna be like, "Girl, you got it, you doing it." But no, I wanted honest. Not saying that my friends aren't honest, but they're gonna support me no matter what, and vice versa. But one of the review parties I was at, there was this lady who didn't like the chapter, and I actually put her negative review on my website, my Wisdom by 30 website, and she didn't like it. She just didn't like it. She thought it was immature. She thought, and she all she read was a chapter, and that was it. And the chapter that she had, she was like, "I don't like it. It's immature." And she said something else. I wasn't bothered by it. I was like, "This is her honest opinion." So I was like, how can I go back and fix this? So no matter what, somebody's going to be negative. So all you have to do is take their negative and turn it into a positive. That's the easiest thing you can do. Of course, if it may hurt your feelings depending on how it's being displayed and how it come across. But always stand by your work, no matter what. And at the end of the day, this is my story. So you feel however you want to feel about it. But I do take constructive criticism, but this lady was just negative about it, which is fine. But from what I understand, she's just negative in life. So Yeah, so you have to get discernment about these negative feedbacks, the negative feedback and comments, excuse me, that may come your way. So if you get negative stuff like that, don't take it so hard, but definitely consider it. If it's something that you can use, take it, turn it into a positive. If it's something that you can't use, throw it in the trash. Boo. That's what the trash can is for. So that's my take on that. The last question for today says, when did your closest friends and family know about all of the stories in the book? Have they said anything or given a reaction? So, I'm trying to figure out how I want to answer this. So, some of my closest friends were there through the craziness. Some were not. Some were just as surprised as others. When they read the book, my family, my brothers, they support me no matter what, but they was just like, if I would have known you was going through all that, I would have been in Atlanta and, I would have been crazy. So I'm the oldest and the only girl, and I have brothers. And even though I'm the big sister and I'm the oldest sibling, they treat me sometimes like I'm their little sister. And I don't know if they feel like because they're bigger than me now, that if you just talk to me any kind of way, it's not gonna happen. But my brothers weren't tripping about it. They were just like, wow, okay, I'm surprised or whatever. And truthfully, I didn't even tell them that I was writing a book. I just was like, ta-da, I wrote a book. And they were like, where did that come from? Why did you do it? What made you do it? Like, they had all of these questions or whatever. So that part was exciting, but they're definitely on the cheerleader trail because they're trying to get everybody they know to read it and everything. So some of the things in the book my brothers know about because we are close. Me and my siblings are real close. So some of the stuff they knew about and some of the stuff they definitely did not know about. And so and they had their favorites too. But of course their favorite is my husband, Philip. So but they were completely supportive. I haven't heard anything from my uncle, which I'm really, really close to. He just always say, I'm proud of you, no matter what. My aunt says the same thing. My mom was the one I was scared of the most because in my mom's eyes, and this is the way I always want to paint the picture. So what? I'm 33, married, have a 4-year-old and got another baby on the way. I will always be a virgin to her. That's how I always want to paint myself because I don't ever want her vision of me to be tainted. And I don't ever want her to feel like she didn't raise me right because she did. So it was kind of hard because I was like, oh, this is the side of me that my mama don't know about. So I thought she was going to wring my neck or try to take my head off, but she didn't. She was actually supportive and she actually was quoting stuff from the book. How crazy is that? So I was not expecting that at all. So she was very receptive. And of course, she's proud of me too. But some of my closest friends, they was like, who is this person? What are you doing? When did you do this? And where was I at? And why you didn't tell me you was going through this? It was just a lot. Like my first marriage, a lot of people don't know that I didn't have heat. A lot of people didn't know that I didn't have electricity. I didn't have all this crazy stuff or whatever, just living crazy, basically, because of the money issues that I had with my ex-husband or whatever. So it was like, I have an attitude with you because you didn't tell me any of this. And once again, that was one of those things where, what goes on in my house, stay in my house. And then I didn't want, what you don't ever want is for your friends and your family not to get along with the person that you're in a relationship with. So if you give them one bad scenario, that will trump all of the good stuff that person has ever done. That's why I'm meticulous about saying certain things, because it might be a day where the person that I'm with may be tripping. Like my husband, for example, it might be one day he's just tripping and I just need to vent, but now my homegirl got an attitude and she want to fight him all the time. We don't need that. It's too much going on. So once again, that's that discernment kicking in. But so far so good. Didn't have any bad reactions, and no, everybody didn't know everything that was in the book. So just like it was a shock to some of you, it was a shock to them too, of the stories and the extent of the stories and everything that I have been through. But yeah, so far so good. No negative activities. Reactions. Nobody feel like they need to disown me. Praise the Lord. And so they kind of just applaud me for being able to even put it out there, because it is tough because it's kind of like a tell-all, but it's really not, because I don't tell you everything. So, but just to share that much at that capacity, whew, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. But yeah, so far so good. My closest friends and my family have been Team Shay all the way, Team Wisdom by 30, and they're sharing the book with the people that they hold near and dear to them. They're posting on social media and all this other stuff. But yeah, they some didn't talk to me for a while because they felt like I need to go process this because you didn't tell me about none of this, and that's fine. But they still my friend though. Stuff happens. So that's the take on that. So once again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send them to wisdomby30@gmail.com. Also, if you purchase the book on Amazon, please, please, please write a comment on Amazon, because those comments are actually helping the sister out. Also, if you haven't bought the book for somebody else, or if you haven't bought the book for yourself, please do so at Amazon.com. Wisdom by 30. You can type in Wisdom by 30. You can type in Sharon D. Lewis. And there's the paperback and the ebook. They're both available to you guys. And once again, if you have Amazon Prime, it will be to you in 2 days unless it's the weekend. So I think that's all for today, you guys. So keep sending in those questions. Thank you again, of course, for your support, your love. Thank you for watching. I so appreciate it. I think I'm going to have some special guests in the future. We'll see how that work out. But so far, it's been fun. And these questions have been really fun. So send me your questions. Text, email. Just don't send it on Messenger. I don't like Facebook Messenger. We don't have a good relationship, so we broke up. Yeah, freezes my phone. So email wisdomby30@gmail.com. And if you have my personal number, you can text me. So peace and blessings, and I'll talk to you guys next week.